circle. Miss Ray has given us thumbs. Her buttons, her little, I call them little beans. Beans are giving me a thumbs up. Thanks, Fred.
My son.
All right, now she goes and cleans her house. All right, everybody go ahead and get settled in. Friday, it's a special circle. They are so fun. I am so happy everybody is here. All right. Bring that in. Start with our good morning song. Oh, yay! Good morning. So glad to see you guys. Good morning, Sam, Marina, Narusa. Good morning, yay, yoy. Good morning, Isla and Edie. I'm glad that you are here. Good morning, Ellie. Good morning, Miss Kristen. Good morning, Bennett and Jeff. We're glad that you are here. Good morning, Grant. Good morning, Charlie. Good morning, Felicity. We're glad that you are here. Good morning, June. Good morning, Maggie. Good morning, everyone watching at home. We're glad that you are here. So glad you guys are here with me today. Let's play a game. What's missing? We've got ourselves a lion. We've got ourselves an elephant.
And then now we just have to find
We have a
airplane.
and we have a rabbit. All right, so take a peek. Who's missing?
We had to find an airplane.
The one that was on your pinky.
Oh, Miss Kristen got the finger right. What is missing? It was the rabbit. It's a rabbit, not a rabbit.
Oh, it's a rabbit.
All right, who's missing?
No. Can I make it put
It goes roar.
the airplane?
It was the
Help me.
lion. One more time.
Oh. Yeah, look at
The one that's dark gray.
Yes, yes. It was the. And the little mouse went missing because he's a part of our story time today. And he just had to go jump inside of our book. But before we get started with our book, we're going to do a quick breathing exercise. So you're going to really like this breathing exercise because it's about buzzing like a bee. And I think that everybody knows how to buzz like a bee. So to do that, you need to put out your wings. And they go bzzz. You guys got it. We're going to do it for as long as you can. So try to make a zzz sound for as long as you can. We can all hear it.
I can't help
it. So make sure you take in a deep breath before you do it. So here we go. Go ahead and take in your deep breath.
No.
I'm turning purple. Woo! That was a good buzz, everybody. Good work.
You're doing mine.
Now we are ready for story time. Story time. So as I mentioned, the little mouse went into our book. Mouse's First Spring. One windy spring day, Mouse and Mama went out to play. There in the grass, Mouse found something glittery and flittery. What can it be? Wondered Mouse. Look, said Mama, a butterfly. Then whoosh, blew the wind and fluttery buttery and the butterfly flew away. There under a leaf, Mouse found something slithery and slimy. What could it be? Wondered Mouse. Look, Look, said Mama. What is it? It's a snail! Then whoosh blew the wind, and hidey and sidey the snail hid away. There on a branch, Mouse found something feathery and plump. What can it be? Wondered Mouse. Look, said Mama. What is it? A bird! Tweet, tweet, tweet. Then whoosh blew the wind, and dip, flip, flap, the bird darted away. There by the pond, Mouse found something green and peeping. What can it be? Wondered Mouse. Look, said Mama, a frog! Then whoosh blew the wind, and splishy splashy, the frog hopped away. There in the dirt, Mouse found something pink and wiggly. What could it be? Wondered Mouse. Look, said Mama, it's a worm. Then whoosh blew the wind, and the squiggly squeeze, the worm slid away. There on a stem, Mouse found something sweet and petally. What could it be? Wondered Mouse. Look, said Mama, it's a flower. Woo, I love flowers. Then whoosh blew the wind, and the rumbly bumbly mouse tumbled away. Then, all around, Mouse felt something soft and cuddly and oh so cozy. What could it be? Wondered Mouse. I bet you know what it is. Came in a smooch and a kiss and a ooch came a hug. It's me, said Mama. Spring is here, little mouse, and I love you. Hey, I love this story because it just reminds us how busy and fun and lovely springtime is, because there's so many bugs and insects that are all kind of coming out of hiding. And it's just a really good time for love and happiness and joy. And I love spring. Big fan. All right. Let's get to today's weather report. Here it is. All right, warm up those voices. Let's go low, 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 low. Moo, 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 moo. That was the lowest I've ever gone. Let's go high. Me, 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 me. We are warmed up, and now it's time to report the weather. What's the weather? What's the weather? What's the weather like today? Is it rainy? Is it sunny? What's the weather like today? You know the drill. Put on those weather goggles and take a peek outside. What do you see? I see just the tiniest, and I see lots of blue sky and sunshine. Miss Kristen, you've got your shades on. Does anybody else have any sunglasses? Because it is going to be sunny right now. And a little bit later, it's going to get just a tiny bit of clouds, but you'll still probably need those sunglasses. So it'll get a little cloudy later, but it's going to be another beautiful day. You know that all the animals outside are very excited about this. Good weather report is always nice. The moon, right now we're at a waxing or a waning crescent. So the crescent kind of means like it's starting to look like a banana. When it's really skinny and it's kind of curved, it's starting to look a bit like a banana. A waning crescent. Wax on, wane off. So that means if we're waning off, is the moon getting darker or brighter? Darker. It's going to start getting darker, so it's going to look like it's missing, but it's not. It's there. It's just darker because the stuff's in the way. We'll get it. All right. Let's get into the calendar. The month of the year starts with a long A sound. Does anybody remember it? April. April. It's April. So for April, it's also Friday. I feel like it's a funky Friday. I'm gonna disco for April. You guys know how to disco? It's this old, wonderful musical style that just involves dancing the disco. All right, so April, disco it. All right, oh yeah, Miss Kristen, you know throwbacks. January, February, March, and April, May, June, July, and August, September, October, November, and December, 12 months of the year. This month is April. This month is April. This month is April. 4th month of the year. So it's April. And I don't know if you've caught on to what day of the week it is yet, but it starts with a F sound. It's the same sound as like a flower. Bite the bottom of your lip. Friday. It's Friday. So if it's Friday, that means we're gonna celebrate. We're gonna throw up like, yeah, the celebration sign. We're so happy it's Friday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. There are 7 days in a week, and today is Friday. Yesterday was the 16th. Tomorrow is the 18th, so I'm gonna need some help counting. Let's see. After 16 comes what number? 15, 16, 17. Did you guys get 17? If you didn't get it, that's okay. Let's count it up. Get your fingers out. These are so useful counters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That's today. It is Friday the 17th. It is the month of April. And what season do I keep saying it is? It's spring. All right, everybody, let's practice our sign time. So let's start with hello. I'm going to go to see everybody's sign. Yeah, I want to see everybody doing their sign. And I'm going to do awesome. All right, so for your sign, let's start with hello. Does anybody remember? Hello, you got it. Hello. What's up? Throw them out. Take those fingers, kind of push them in the middle. Throw them out. What's up? My name is. My name is. I spelled it out. Did you spell out your name too? All right. Nice to meet you. Who can remember nice? Nice. Nice. Your fingers are friends. To meet you. I am learning sign. I take your book, put in your knowledge. I am learning sign. What is your name? So we gotta ask it all flippy floppy. Your name what? Your name what? So what is your name? Where are you from? So you from, so pull your finger away, from where? You from where? Where are you from? We learned this one yesterday. This is the sign for a flower. So what do we like to do with flowers? We definitely like to look at them, but we also love to smell them because they smell so, so good. So to represent a flower, pretend you're holding a flower, and then you're gonna go from each nostril like you're smelling it. You really wanna just, you love it. Yes, so you got flower, flower. So let's learn a new one, and this one is for spring. So this sign represents, the sign for spring is based on the sign for grow, and you can use it twice to represent that you have a, that means spring. So this normally means to grow, but if you do it twice, it means spring, like the plants of spring. So, so single motion to grow, because all flowers gotta grow, right? Grow, and then twice over means spring. So now you guys have learned a new one. It's like you have a plant growing out of your hand. That's pretty cool. What kind of plant do you have growing out of your hand? I want some lavender to grow out of my hand because I really love the smell of lavender. What What plant do you have growing in your hands? Oh, those are I love them. Any plant, you name any plant and I'm gonna love it. So spring, 2 over, and if you just do the 1, it means to just grow. All right, nice. I can see everybody's been practicing at home. That's great. So Miss Kristen yesterday, she showed us the parts of a plant. And the parts of a plant, I guess you guys remember, have the stem, the roots, you gotta have some leaves. So you guys might be wondering, plants and flowers, they're the same, right? And they are the same, but there are different types of plants out there. You've got angiosperms and gymnosperms. And the difference between those are angiosperms have flowers and angiosperms don't have flowers. So a lot of my plants that you'll see behind me, like this one right here, it has no flowers. So, or you may, when you go out to, when we see pine cones and pine trees, they don't have any flowers, but they can still make seeds and they can still reproduce, and those are still gymnosperms. We're gonna focus on angiosperms, so those are the flowery plants. So let's talk about the flowery plants. So I have some, Miss Kristen also mentioned yesterday she didn't wanna go pick some fresh flowers from the garden, and I think that's a really good point. If you pick fresh flowers, then you're taking them away from our pollinators. And we're gonna learn all about our pollinators later because they are so important. If you ate breakfast this morning, you can thank a pollinator. But Miss Kristen was right, she didn't wanna go pluck a fresh plant, but I have some plants that they're dying. That's just what happens to flowers. They grow and they bloom and then they wilt and they die, and that's okay because then they make new plants and they make new things. But in this case, these are my beautiful the red flowers that I've been showing you guys. Have you noticed that they're turning a little dark? And maybe you can hear they're a little crinkly. So the petals are drying. So, oh, I just got pollen all over my desk. Get this, it's falling apart. So I wanted to take it apart because I didn't mind tearing apart a plant that is no longer doing anything. It's dying. So let's take it apart. So Miss Kristen showed us that plants have the stem and the leaves, and these do have that. We see the limbs or the leaves and the stem, but what's special on this? Come on in here. What's special about this one is it has very obvious parts of the flower, and maybe you can even see them from there. They're kind of dangling because again, the plant's dying. So we've got I'm gonna take some tweezers. I also cut one up so you guys can see one on the inside. So we have Miss Kristen taught us about petals yesterday. A really fancy word for those would be corolla. I like thinking about that. It was one of my first cars was a Toyota Corolla, which you guys have, whatever. Corolla. So I really like the name Corolla because I don't know, I remember it. So petals. So you've got your petals, the corolla. Remember, mine are gonna be a little crunchy. And then we have, I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out. We have, in this middle, this really, really, really tall part. That right there is a pistil. I'm gonna bring it closer. So this is an amaryllis flower. There are different types. I have also a tulip. So this is a pistil, and I'm gonna go into the parts of a pistil in a moment, and I'll keep it really short and sweet because they're really important for pollinators, so we care about the pistil. So this is the pistil, and then around it, as you guys can see from there, that are still kind of attached, you've got the long pistil part, and then you've got these yellowy parts. That's the pollen that's getting all over my desk. That's the messy part. Guess why you want it to be messy? You want it to get on the pollinator. Again, we'll go into more of that. Why do we want to get that pollen on the pollinator? So these parts are the stamen. Oh, my plant is falling apart. So this part is the stamen, and it's got a yellowy powder all over it, all over my desk right now. It is the stamen. So we've got the pistil, the stamen, the corolla, which are the petals, and then we have the calyx. And the calyx is the part of the plant. Let me see. Oh, there we go. Good. You guys can see it. It's the part of the plant where it's at the base of the plant where there's, it's kind of where the plant opens up. And this one has very obvious a calyx because this is that small part. It's not red. It's not colored. It's the calyx. It's a part of the plant. So the tulip's a little different. The tulip. So I've got to move it gently or I'm going to get pollen everywhere and I'm going to have baby plants all over my house. Wait, that kind of would be amazing. not against that. Okay, so here we have some tulips. And tulips are a little different because they have, what are these things called? These are the petals, the corolla. But they also very much have, I'm going to open one up. They also very much have stamen and a pistil, which you guys can kind of see there. The stamen here are black instead of yellow, and they still make a mess. Black instead of yellow. And then the pistil is this little part in the middle. You guys can kind of see it here. This is the pistil. So here's why those are important. And I'm not going to get into it too much detail because, again, the pollinator, we're going to talk about that, and that's super important. But flowers, in this kind of case, and the tulip and the amaryllis side of things, they have both male and female parts. So boy and girl parts. And those are very important when you want to make new flowers. So in this case, the stamen are the boy parts, and then the pistil is the girl parts. And I'm going to show you. So the stamen, they're very obvious. You can't really cut them open. They're very small. There's little parts to them that like make it, but I wanted to cut open the female part of the plant and show you what's on the inside. So here is the inside of my amaryllis plant, my amaryllis bulb. Maybe you guys can kind of see it. This one's kind of a little bit more obvious than the tulip. It's got little seeds on the inside. I don't want to go too into it, but that is very important when you want to make a new plant. And you need to mix the parts of the plant together to do that. And that's the part of a pollinator that we're going to talk about later. So that's the inside of it. Maybe you guys, oh yeah, I'm going to kind of push it out. You can kind of see the seeds on the inside a little bit. See those? So that is at the base of the plant. And when you can mix the male part of the plant with the female part of the plant, you get a new plant. And that's the part of the pollinators that we'll talk about at a later time. But I knew that I had these plants dying, and if I didn't take them apart now, they were going to turn into goop, because that's just kind of what they do. They decompose. And that's okay. We want plants to do that because then they can. It's good for the soil. It's a long story. Okay. So that is parts of the flower, and we can talk a little bit more about what the male and female parts of the flower do. So we've got the pistil, the part in the middle. Oh, here we go. Here's a good one. Pistil, that's the part in the middle. The stamen on the outside. The corolla are the petals. Then you have the calyx in the middle, and that's kind of where all of those other little parts are. All right. Mystery box, hey, 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 mystery box. Mystery box is short and sweet today because you guys were so good at sticking with me as we learned parts of the flower, and I know all of you are itching to get outside or to just hang out with your family. It's Friday, so I know that feeling. So, mystery box today, it's very special, and there's only one of them out there in the whole wide world. You've heard it, only one in the whole wide world. Nobody else has this, okay? Nobody. This is special. I can only give you this one, okay? You gotta sound it out with me. All right. H-U-G. What's in this box? Remember, it's only one of a kind, and only I can make it happen. H-U-G. H-U-G. Let's see if anybody's got it. I want to hear your guys' ideas. I lost that. Okay. All right, what's inside this box? Hug. It's a hug. Well, you know what? You guys give yourself. I'm giving you a hug right now, whether you like it or not. It's so good. I miss you guys so much. I can't thank you guys for being with me and joining me all these mornings and hanging out. It makes our day. I know Miss Chris and I don't like goodbyes. We talk about you guys all the time, how much fun you must be having. I hope that everyone's filling up each other's buckets, being good listeners, because that's what we all need to do right now. We all need to be working together as a community because things are a little different, and we need to be easy on each other and loving on each other. So before we say goodbye, if everyone could just give us a hug for Miss Kristen. Do you guys remember the sign language for I love you? I love you. I Miss Kristen, she loves you guys too. How do you feel, Miss Kristen?
I miss you guys so much, and I love all of you so much.
I can't wait to see you guys again soon. We are definitely going to have more Zoom circles starting again next week. So make sure you join us on Monday. I know that we've got so much more to learn. We got to learn about pollinators. We've still got flower stuff to learn. This is the good stuff. Earth is amazing. We want to talk about it. So come join us for the future. I love to have you.
Bye.
Bye.
Stay well. Stay safe. Bye, friends. Love you so much.
See you soon.